Ah, I forgot to... Hold on, 1 second. Hello. I forgot to join the little Discord voice call so I can have my little dude on screen. I have not updated my my reactive to use my new design. I need to redo my minifig. Hi. Welcome to stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh right, that was something I couldn't do. You may notice there's no music. I found out about the way like OBS can like split music between the stream and the VOD, and I kind of want to try that out today. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. There is actually music. The heckin' chat BGM is playing. Okay, that's fine. We'll worry about that after. But yeah, I did want to test that out today, so we'll see. Welcome to stream. It's been a while since I've done a LEGO stream. I could have done something else today, but I'm like, this is the last stream of the month. If I want to get a LEGO stream in, it's got to be today. So let's just do it. I've got a bunch of fucking boxes that I need to get through that are just sitting there next to my desk. Let's do them. Some of them at least. I'm doing a couple of Sonic LEGO sets today. Set number 1. Ah, I almost knocked my bottle over. Let me put it over the other side. Ta-da! Super Shadow versus Biolizard, except Super Sonic is also there. God damn these cobwebs. Hold on, let me remove these from the box. These have been sitting here for quite a while. I bought these before I moved, which was like 6-7 months ago now. Yes, I'm aware of what I just said. But yes, this is the first one. It's been a while since I've done a LEGO stream, so I don't know if this might have already been enough, like on its own, as hold on, turn the volume up. In my headphones, so I can actually hear the background music right now. This one might have been enough content for a stream on its own. Might have taken me long enough to put together. But I do have a second LEGO Sonic set, so I figured I might as well just do them both. I also have the Knuckles Guardian Mech. Now you may be thinking, Melody, why the fuck does Knuckles have a mech? Good question. This is just something LEGO likes to do, and I think that there's a few different reasons. Part of it is just that, like, it lets them put out a posable figure while also keeping the appeal of the minifigs. And it's also just, they all have very similar construction, so it's just a quick thing to put out to capitalize on some IP. They do it with everything. Like, there's the Sonic one, I've seen them do it with, like, Marvel and DC. Fucking Superman has one of these. And for some, it's like, why does Superman have a mech and not, like, I don't know, Lex Luthor, the villain who's known to use mech suits, who was in the same set as the Superman mech? It's a little silly, but that's just the thing that they do. As for why I bought this, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's because... Okay, hello, car. I'm pretty sure it's because of Rouge, because unless things have changed, this is the only set that contains the Rouge the Bat minifigure. That said, it has been at least 6 or 7 months since I bought this. I do not remember why this was on my wish list. Probably the exclusive minifig, but I cannot say for certain. This one I understand. This one's just cool. This is silly. So I'm just going... Also, in case you wanted to see just how fucking old, how long ago I bought this, look at how thick the dust is on the top of the box. Oh no. I think we're gonna make the mech first, just because it's the smaller set. And then we'll do the Biolizard afterwards. So, let's... Right, what I was going to try out. And we'll see if, I want to test it out, but at the same time, I'm like, if I do things wrong with today's stream, then this is, like, unusable. Maybe I'll test it out a little at like the end of the stream, but for now we'll play normally. By which I mean, let me find like a compilation of Sonic music or something. Sonic music compilation. Oh, I should probably mute it in case it starts with ads. It starts with ads, okay. Does this start with ads? This does not start with ads, and it goes for about 3 hours. So we'll do this, and then, like, towards the end of the stream, I'll, like, try switching around my settings to have something disappear from the VOD. And then... and then I can, you know, see if that's good, and I can mess around with that for future streams. I just feel like it's something that's going to be useful. But for now, we will actually have music in the VOD. Anyway, let's get to building. Enough rambling. Been fucking almost 12 minutes already. And we're finally opening the first box. Need to turn the volume down in my ears. 3 bags, all plastic. Yes. It could also have been the Master Emerald. That could have been it. I do like transparent pieces. Anyway, fucking Knuckles Mech. Let's go. Starting with bag 1. And we immediately start with building Rouge the Bat. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to build Lego on stream. Because... well, it hasn't been... it hasn't been as long compared to, like, general streaming. Because I did do a Lego stream after I'd moved into my new place, but before I properly made my return. It was, like... start of the year. January 2nd. But it was still January 1st for most of the world because time zones. Because I was an absolute dumbass who decided to make my debut. It's like, oh yeah, I won't debut on the 1st of January. Everyone will be busy with New Year's celebrations then. I'll debut on the 2nd of January, completely ignoring that time zones would result in me in it being the 1st of January for most of the world. Anyway. Dual molded legs with printing, toe printing even. Wow, high quality Rouge the Bat. Dual molded arms, Jesus Christ, they pull out all the stops for Sonic, huh? This is the kind of quality that Lego Star Wars fans wish they could have. Except that there's like a big ass purple ring around her neck to get the wings on. Are Rouge's wings purple? For some reason that doesn't feel right to me, but I guess it must be. Anyway. And then... oh, it doesn't say what all... is bag 1, like, the Emerald Pedestal and Rouge's glider? Because this doesn't feel like a lot of parts for that. And I guess we'll have to see. I do not, I'll be honest, It's been long enough that I do not remember how to properly commentate LEGO building streams. So if I'm a little... Whom's the fuck is... Bro, your car and/or motorcycle is so fucking loud. It's probably showing up on the mic. The pains of living next to a big-ass road. It's... I will say, living next to a major road like that, it's going to make recording covers quite difficult in the future. Because that shit gets picked up by my mic. Oh, we have... Can't see it there. We have a little Knuckles running along the bottom to show us how far we are in the build. We gotta put 3 emeralds in the emerald, which means we do have a spare leftover emerald. I could just put it in there as well, but I'll leave it for our spare parts bag. This is a weirdly specialized piece. Like, that is not a normal LEGO connection. Hold on, let me just make sure it doesn't go into an ad between songs. No, it doesn't. Cool. Fantastic. And then this... Oh, it doesn't even lock into place. It just sits there. Okay. Rattle around the gems. I have no idea what this one is. Do they have to... We Can from Sonic Heroes. Never heard this song before. Pretty sure. I do kind of wonder if I'm going to actually have anything to talk about with these builds. Because, like, with the what's it called? I'm going to turn the music down just a little. Make sure y'all can actually hear me. Because, like, with the botanicals and stuff, I keep talking about, like, oh, look, this piece is actually this, and this is like a recolor of such and such. I don't think I'm gonna have that for LEGO Sonic. Here's the problem. I like Sonic's vocal songs. However, it is difficult to commentate when I have vocals in my ears right now. Alright. How does that go on this way? I think. Yippee. Then, okay, no, we're still upside down. And then we add the teeth. I don't know what these are actually supposed to be, but they look like teeth pieces. I'm pretty sure they were initially used as teeth. I don't know what they are on the glider, because I'm pretty sure gliders don't have teeth. And then on the front... And then 2 little heart tiles. But we have to put them upside down. Is it supposed to be like a bat nose and then these are the teeth? What the fuck am I looking at? Okay. Take the traffic light piece, but in this color. Pink, magenta, something or other? I don't fucking know. Okay. Okay, so we want it oriented this way. I am dropping everything. Yay, more transparent pieces. I like transparent pieces. Why? No clue. I just like shiny things. The children yearn for transparent plastic. Give me my see-through N64 controller. Not that one. Other way around. This one. Yes. And then the other... No, same direction. This one goes here. And this goes on top like that. There we go, we have the wing of our bat glider, which can fold up or be out like that, I guess. And then we make another one, but the other direction. Maybe it's okay for my LEGO streams to just be vibing and not having to try and provide interesting commentary. I don't know. It's probably the same issue I had with like my drawing streams and stuff back in the day, where it's like I'm trying to make interesting commentary when I could just be. I should just be like, I don't know. Behold, the Bat Glider. No relation to other bat-themed superheroes. And then we put the cockpit on. Wait, so Rouge doesn't even... She doesn't have anything to stand on? She just... I mean, I know she has wings and all, so she doesn't really need something to stand on, but like... She really just... How do I get my hands on this? There we go. So she just sort of floats like this. Sure, that makes sense. And then she can like fly down and pick it up like that to steal it. Neat. Okay. I guess that's why the glider exists. Considering, you know, Rouge obviously doesn't need a glider. She is capable of gliding herself, thank you very much. Here's our leftover pieces from bag 1. Now it's time for bag 2, where we will start with Knuckles. He is Knuckle and he doesn't chuckle. And of course we have our bag inside a bag. For reasons. I don't really know why they do that, but I guess some of the smaller elements just get like separated into a smaller bag. Like more dual molded legs, more toe printing, back printing. Star Wars fans wish they had this kind of treatment. Oh man, what do you mean you're giving my character unprinted legs? It has to be 100% accurate or I don't want it. Also, this is interesting. Especially because, like, Lego has done custom hands before. I've seen, like, a boxer minifigure who has, like, boxing glove hands and not, like, weird pieces that you slot over his hands. So it's interesting that they did it this way for Knuckles. Perhaps so that he can still, like, you can still use him with regular hands if you want him to, like, grab onto stuff. But I guess this works. It does the job. Just gotta turn his hands to the side so he can put his arms down. There we go. He doesn't chuckle. Wabam. Alright, let's get building the Guardian Mech, which is definitely a thing that exists in the Sonic universe. And not, you know, not something Lego made up in order to sell more sets. Well, they announced Lego Shrek the other day. I was like, oh, cool. Some, like, little... Maybe a Shrek Swamp playset? Maybe the scene where he, like, fights all the guards and far away. Maybe where he rescues Fiona from the dragon. I don't know. No, it's just a large buildable Shrek and Donkey with a minifig Puss in Boots. And also some brickheads, which are just Lego Funko Pops. And I'm... Like, it's probably... like, the way they've handled stuff like Zelda and Pokemon that's got me like this. But, like, seeing that, I was just like, I am a bit sick of the way Lego gets their hands on an IP. Especially IPs that, you know, kids like. Kids still like Shrek, right? It's not an adults-only franchise. And so they'll see that and go, ah yes, time for the big, expensive display sets. Like, what do you mean you're launching Lego Pokemon and the cheapest set is like a posable Eevee figure for $100 Australian? Like, what is that, bro? I did end up getting the Lego Pokemon Center, but that's just using Lego Insider points. That I didn't have to pay for. And, like, I don't know, maybe they could have more reasonably priced sets later down the line, but, like, why are you only launching with the big expensive ones? It just doesn't compute to me. I feel like they're leaving money on the table. Alright, there's this one. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just not the target audience for those kinds of sets. But, like, if I'm looking at that and going like, damn, that's some expensive shit. Kind of wish there was some that were a little less expensive. I can just imagine there must be kids who are like, hell yeah, I love Pokemon or Zelda or Shrek. And seeing these sets and going like, well, fuck. I'm never gonna have the pocket money to get that. Zelda's a little less egregious. Like, they launched with a super expensive set, don't get me wrong. And then, like, the most recent offering has been a little cheaper. But, like... Like, oh yeah, see, they've now gone to, like, a more reasonable, like, smaller set, and you get, like, the minifigures, and it's cool stuff. I'm pretty sure it's still, like, $200 Australian. And I'm like, that's kind of that's still very expensive. I'm sure you could make some smaller Zelda sets without, like... I don't know, maybe I just don't understand business. Maybe I don't understand the business strategy here, but in my mind, it would make sense that, like, you want to have products in these different price points, because, like, sure, if you have cheaper products, you might prevent a sale of one of your more expensive products. But at the same time, you're also leaving money on the table from people who would want to buy a cheaper product and can't afford the expensive one. I don't know, that like, to me, that just makes sense. But, you know, I don't run a multi-million-dollar corporation, so clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, we got... Oh, right, because these are LEGO video game sets, and all the video game sets have, like, prints instead of stickers. So we have whatever the fuck this is. I don't think that's actually anything from Sonic. It's just, these are, like, the Mech boosters or some shit. Right, then at the back here, we want ball joint and ingot. I think these are ingot pieces. I don't know what they were originally made for, but they look like they would be, like, colored gold and made into gold ingots. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about LEGO prices now. I've seen, like, these... Oh, these... These pieces are apparently, like, people who see these LEGO mechs complain about these pieces a lot. Because at some point, LEGO, like, got rid of, like, they started using these for the knee and elbow joints, which does make the mechs a lot more stable, but also makes them a lot less posable, because the arms and legs are just sort of locked in this sort of angle. So people complain about that. I've seen a couple videos showing up in my recommended being like, oh, why everyone hates LEGO now, and, like, I feel like that's a bit of an exaggeration. Sure, there are folks, even LEGO fans, who aren't fond of some of LEGO's business practices. I mean, you just saw me. I've spent a hell of a lot on LEGO, including very recently, and I just went off complaining about how there aren't as many, like, smaller play sets for these big themes. But at the same time, I feel like going like, oh, everyone hates LEGO now, there's this super controversial brand or something. Like, no. To me, that reeks of, like, too online. You're seeing all the people complaining online and not seeing... Like, oftentimes people will look at, like, online reactions to something and be like, this is representative of the general populace. But it's not. It's representative of folks who are terminally online. I mean, just look at Pokemon. We're talking about... Speaking of LEGO Pokemon... Look at regular Pokemon. People complained to hell and back about Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. They both sold incredibly well, because the average consumer isn't as terminally online and isn't going to see all these complaints. They're just going to go like, oh hey, new Pokemon game. That's pretty cool. Speaking of which, I still haven't played Legends ZA because I was waiting to play it on the Switch 2 when I finally get one. And now Pokepia's out as well. I've got like 2 Pokemon games that I still need to play that I can't yet because I don't have a Switch 2. And even once I get a Switch 2, they're going to be competing for my attention with Donkey Kong. So if you see like the variety of streams happening right now with like, oh, I'm doing Lego today. Oh, I'm gonna host a quiz show. Oh, I'm probably, once I have the time to make the PowerPoints, I'm gonna do a, what's it? Rambling stream to turn into like videos later. Gotta do all that. Once my birthday rolls around and I buy myself a Switch 2, prepare for all that to go out the window as I just put all my time into playing these games that I've been deprived of for however long it's been since the Switch 2 launched. Alright, we have our arms, question mark? Legs? Something. Ta-da! We have arms. No, they're legs. And we put them so that the white bits go on the inside by the looks of it. Ta-da! The colors are a bit weird on my camera. In real life, they're very red. On the camera, they look a bit orangish. Ah, now we make the shoes. And this time I will remember to make 2 of them. Speaking of the quiz, I forgot to reach out to anyone about being a potential contestant yesterday. I kind of just completely crashed after stream. I don't really know why. I think I might have just been tired. But it's like all my energy just suddenly left. I had a bit of a headache even. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go lie down for a bit. And then it probably was that I was just completely exhausted after last week, because I somehow managed to sleep in today, which, like, that never fucking happens for me. Normally the most I'll get in terms of that sort of thing is like, oh, I woke up after 5 a.m. That's fantastic. This morning I didn't wake up until 6. That's my idea of sleeping in. Come on, get in there. There we go. There's our ball joint. There's the other one. It's under my microphone. You know, I haven't been paying attention to, like, making sure that everything's happening on screen in view of the camera. Aside from points where I deliberately have to press something against the table. So hopefully I haven't been moving stuff out of the camera too much. Ow. Yeah. I didn't end up reaching out to someone. I'm gonna do that after stream. We'll see how it goes. I would like to host it sometime early next month, but we'll see. I don't have enough, like, close friends that play Uma Musume. If I were to do something like Pokemon, I feel like I get people interested. Ace Attorney, I might have a couple. But, like, I know a lot of folks who play Uma Musume, but, like, the group of friends that I'm closer with, none of them play it. They just see me posting about it so fucking much. So I could probably get them interested in a Clueless Quiz Time Uma stream, which will happen once I make the PowerPoint for it. But for this, I do actually need people who know their stuff. Is that correct? That is correct. We gotta make Knuckles' Lego shoes out of Lego. And then, like that? Yeah, line up with the front there. There we go. Oh, that's what that was. I was like, well, when did we use a piece with a Technicolor? It was this thing that we're using solely for the ball joint and not for the Technic pin. Technicolor. Okay, that's that's like, okay, where do these next pieces go? Like, no, that's it for this step. Just attach it. There we go. Ah, I see. These are how we get his actual, like, the Lego part of his Lego shoes. On it goes. Come on. There we go. Can we push that down? Is it supposed to go all the way down, or is it supposed to be up at an angle? Because you don't really get a good view of what angle you're supposed to put these down at, because now it's, I don't know, we'll leave them like that for now. And we attach the sockets to these things, the balls. And now it can stand, but its knees cannot bend. Insert complaining here. There's our leftover pieces off the bag 2. Now it's time for bag 3. Large bag with not that much in it, by the looks of it. We got more transparent studs. Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. I've seen pieces that are shaped like the top of this from, like, Knight's Kingdom, I believe was the theme. I had some, like, Lego figures from that. But then it's expanded with, like, wider, like, flaps with studs on the side. I've never seen that kind of piece. I wonder if they were also from Knight's Kingdom, or if they've been introduced later on using the Knight's Kingdom pieces as a basis. Alright. Technical, this one. And then lock them in place. And another one of these. Technic pin with stud. Don't know what the official name is, but that would make some amount of sense to me. Ah, and that one we just stick another one of these on top of. And then Technic pin with ball joint, I guess. Then we want one of these. And another ingot piece. That lines up with the back here, question mark? Yeah, I think. It probably wouldn't go any further back. But it's tripping me out that, like, I can see a bit of grey here, and I can't see it on the picture, but I think that's just the angle. I hope. Oh, now we can see. Yes. I do have it in the right location. Good. Then we want this here. Lock it in from the bottom as well. Hold on, I need some water. That could also have been the problem. Maybe I was just dehydrated. And we want these on here. Then the big ass shoulder pads, or as I know them, flower petals from the tropical, the wildflower bouquet set. And then we're gonna make ourselves some fists, or just a fist for now. I do appreciate that they only put, like, the fang on one side, because it's supposed to be the thumb. That's neat. Right, and then... I'm missing the piece there. This one. There we go. And then presumably we're going to have to do all this again, but reversed for the other arm. Two pieces. As his the titular knuckles. There we go. We have our fist. The fister. What I am. And that attaches on here. Yeah. Now the other arm, and then I think just the cockpit, probably. What else do I have to talk about? Probably not that much. I just wanted to build some Lego. Is that right? That's right, I think. Okay, yep. So hold on, am I reading that right? Yes. Interesting that we only put those ingots on the front. Because the back just doesn't have one. It just leaves the studs exposed. And where Yeah. Sorry, my brain is elsewhere. I slept well for once, but that doesn't mean I'm fully recovered. I'm still a bit out of it, as per usual. Okay, then these. Oh, this has got to be Sonic R. It looks like Sonic R artwork, given Amy's in a car and Tails doll is there. Yes, this is Work It Out from Sonic R. Oh, well, there it is. Work it out. And then we gotta make the fist. Alright, and then these ones. There we go. Fist number 2. Then, ta-da! Rah! Bam! But he can't properly wind up his punch because he can't bend his elbow. I'm understanding the complaints. Like, sure, it's able to stand up very well, it's very stable, but at the same time, posability is limited. Oops. Maybe the stability is needed, actually. Alright, what do we... Oh, these are the spikes because he's an enchilada. Fun fact, I recently accidentally influenced a fanfiction by informing someone that echidnas exist. They previously thought that platypuses were, or platypi, I don't know, were the only mammals that laid eggs. But no, echidnas also do that. And so they added mention of that in a later chapter, being like, oh yeah, by the way, echidnas also exist. I was like, oh, it's fine. You don't really need to do anything. I just like, as an Australian, I feel like I should point that out because there's an Australian animal. But then they went and... What the fuck is this piece? What is this used for? Okay, oops, slot it in, I guess. Whatever it is, it's in there now. Is that supposed to be like a cockpit piece? I don't know. Whoa! Yeah, that's everything from this page. Then we take this, headlight bricks. Oops, sorry, bumped the mic. Am I putting that right? Yes. Like that. And then we take our droid arm. That way? Yes. That's how we get the handlebars on. The controls of the mech. Ooh. Transparent studs with hole in them. I'm putting those on the wrong way around. They go that way. That's interesting because the studs were used for Rouge's thing. Same color, no hole. Which means they had to include, for these small details, they included 2 different types of the same color stud. Which meant they had to include 2 spares of the same color stud with different types. And I'm a little confused why they didn't just use like multiple. Well, I guess they were in different bags. Maybe that meant that it's like fine. Anyway, we have stud shooters. I think this might be. Or have I seen stud shooters before? I think it's the first instance I have of stud shooters in a set that I own, but maybe there's another one that I'm forgetting. Anyway, we gotta build the shooter. We have the gun piece and the trigger piece. Which... How does this work? Like that? Oh, and then like if you shove something in there, then this will pop up like that, and then you push it down to shoot it, presumably. I think. Maybe I've screwed something up. Quite possible. No, they show it sitting flush, so that's probably the way it's supposed to go. And then same on the other side, but flipped. We get we get the trigger of the stud shooter as a spare, which, like, I mean, I guess it's light enough that it could potentially not be weighed properly, but also, like, that feels like one of the most useless spares, because you don't get a spare stud shooter, you just get a spare stud shooter trigger. So, like, outside of finding another stud shooter to attach it to, what are you using these spares for? Right? The answer is nothing. I feel like I've missed a step somewhere, because these don't feel... Or maybe we're not done yet. Maybe these pieces will be used... No. I have missed a step somewhere. There's no way these are included as spares. I have definitely missed a step somewhere. I just noticed. There's supposed to be 3 of these. And that goes on that one, so that we have 3 spikes, because he's an echidna. Alright, now we attach the cockpit. Let me move his arms out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Come on. On it goes. There we go. There's the cockpit of the mech. Should have shown that on this page. And then you can, they give you, well, they say they give you 4, but they also give you a spare, so there's 5 little studs to load into the stud shooters. Yeah, and that causes the thing to pop out. I am concerned about shooting them. I feel like it's going to go missing somehow. I don't know if this is going to show on camera, but no, it just fucking you couldn't see it at all. It just disappeared. And now I have the pleasure of finding where it went. I heard it hit the floor. Heard it clatter against something and then hit the floor. Unfortunately, I don't know where it went. Probably should not have done that. Oh boy. Real quick check under the table. We've got behind there. Fun! I am going to get to go looking for a green stud. Transparent green stud later on. For now, I'll just reload it with one of the spares. And then, yeah, they show how you're supposed to use those. And then Knuckles gets to sit in the mech. Because Knuckles is definitely a mech kind of character. And there we go. Including the spare ammunition, these are our leftover pieces. Plus 1 transparent green stud that is sitting somewhere on my floor. Oh, I found it! I found it! It somehow went back that direction. Hit something and like ended up behind me on my carpet. Anyway. There we go. We have our Knuckles Guardian mech. Rouge with her little glider to steal the Master Emerald. And the Master Emerald itself. Yippee. That is our first set completed. Where the fuck do I put this? I'll put them behind me for now, I guess. My desk is a little cluttered at the moment. I still have my... Oh, that's cute. Still have my spare work computer sitting on it. Spare because, like, the hinge is broken, so they gave me a new one, but I haven't fully transitioned over to the new one yet. We have a second set to put together. However, I'm going to take a quick ad break, because ads would start in about 2 minutes anyway. And then we'll come back and we'll do our second set. So see you guys then. Welcome back. My chat BGM has started on its own again. We'll go back to the Sonic music in a sec. But we return, and I realized I forgot to put spare parts into my spare parts bag. Here's all the spare parts left over from the previous set, including the extra ammunition that I'm not going to use. And here's all the spare parts I have from every set I've made. I think some of them might have been used to replace bits that got lost during the move. There is one set that like is full on missing a bit that like came off at some point, and I just don't know where it went. But like it looks mostly fine, so no one really cares. Sorry about my chair creaking. It does that. Anyway, it's time for Biolizard. This one, I don't know if Super Shadow, like Super Sonic's definitely not exclusive. Super Shadow might be. Super Sonic with that expression, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know if these minifigs are exclusive. I just got this one because it's a cool ass set. And also, what the fuck do you mean that of all the potential Lego sets that Lego could make, they made the fucking Biolizard? Also, you can see how much dust. Well, like, there was a set sitting on top of here. Meanwhile, the other one, the other side, just got completely filled with dust. Anyway, let's make sure the settings are right. Let's set up our Sonic music again and continue building. This one has another play feature that I am hesitant to use at my desk because I'm worried I will break something. Alright, how many bags is this one? And are they... Oh, they're paper. Paper bags, let's go. Also, random loose piece in the bag. Making me double check that there's not anything still in there. Alright. We have 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 bags. I am going to put them on the floor next to me because the paper bags are always a bit large and won't fit on my table. Alright, we're starting right off the bat with Super Shadow. Ah, Super Shadow and the speed launcher, whatever it's called. But we start with the minifig. Dual molded legs, toe printing, back printing. The Sonic minifigs real custom molded heads. Did you see there's going to be Lego Mario minifigs coming next year, I think? So it's like, oh hell yeah, they're finally doing away with the weird Lego Mario Furby. But some people are going like, okay, but Lego's really been pushing like these smart bricks and smart minifigs and all that. Considering what Lego Mario started as, there's a good chance that we're going to end up with the Lego Mario minifig sets being part of the weird smart brick thing that they've been trying to push with Lego Star Wars. Which, like, okay, whatever. But I have a couple Lego Mario sets here. We'll do those in a later stream, but I will probably be a bit more interested in seeing what they put out with the minifigs. That said, I kind of don't like that Mario has like a custom molded head. Like some of the characters, like the Koopas and whatnot, I can understand. But like Mario is just a normal ass person. Just print the nose on like a regular minifig head. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what they do with it. And these are like the speed sphere or whatever, even though it's not a sphere. You're supposed to like put them in there, and then you can launch them and they go super fast. So for now, Shadow gets put in the... He gets put in the orb for misbehaving. I wonder how easy and difficult these are to get apart once you put them together. He's in his little speed sphere. If I... Okay, that is... Okay, if you put like your nails in the crack, it's easier to get it apart. Anyway. Well... Piss jail. Insert pissing on the moon joke here. And then we need ball joints here and here. They make these in a few different colors. Like this is obviously the gold one for like Super Shadow and Super Sonic. There's a blue one for Sonic. I think there's like an orange one for Tails. And then either like probably red actually for regular Shadow. I think that's all of them. There might be more. I haven't paid that close attention to Lego Sonic, to be honest. I should check what new releases there are, actually. It's been a while since I checked. And now I actually have reason to do so, because I'm streaming again. Oh, wrong side. We're probably going to have to do one of these on the other side anyway, but... Can you, please, get in there? Thank you. And this... goes there. Technic. My favorite. It's fairly limited. I'm not going to complain. These... one of these in here. Man, the difference in season, difference in daylight savings really makes all the difference, because like when I was doing my first Lego stream in this apartment at the start of the year, sun was beaming right through the glass sliding door that I'm sitting next to. But like today it didn't even show up. Didn't even show up. It's been sunny. Not a single instance of like bright streaks coming through the door. Good to know, I guess. Oh, so like this is one of the sides, and then now we're building the middle. I do like how the button uses like the same piece as the sphere, they just make it solidly colored. Also, I swear, I guess it's just this one that has the regular one, but I swear I've seen this piece printed before to make it look like a spring or whatever from the Sonic series. Maybe I'm misremembering, though. Entirely possible. Here it goes. And then whatever this is. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention at the start, my nails aren't painted. It's been a stressful time at work, and as a result, I've been biting my nails a lot. And they're, like, wildly uneven. I'll start painting them again once they've grown to the appropriate length, and I can get them all normal again. Okay, this attaches here. This is a Lost World, right? Yes. For some reason, all I could hear in my head was a fucking... I'm pretty sure Sivagona did a remix of this one with the... combining it with the Hip to Fuck Bees remix of Honey Hive Galaxy. I'm fairly certain that's a thing that they did. Alright. How does this all go together? Not much left for the Technic contraption. We will be free soon enough. This. Oh yeah, same place as the other one. I was like, aren't they gonna collide? No. Because the middle bit is too thick. 2 bricks thick. And we just keep... we make it symmetrical. I think I exhausted all my talking topics at the start of the stream. This is why I typically... Come on, get in there. Why I typically need a game in front of me, or something like that, to keep the commentary going. And on goes the button. So you can slam it like that. This goes in between the ball joints, like so. And then we've got to make the other side. Oh, this is supposed to have one of these in it. In it goes. There we go. There we go. They just straight up show. Oh, we gotta put the thing on this side first. Did I do something wrong? Why are there 2 of these left over? One I could understand as like spare pieces, but 2? That doesn't feel right. And I don't see any obvious places where one would go, so... There we go. We have our contraption to launch Shadow. Put the speed sphere in there. Okay, so the... Oh yeah. These rubber bits hold them in. I am worried that I'm going to break something, but I might have if I sent him further, but gave him a very light launch. It's a neat play feature to work with like what Sonic and crew are known for, namely curling into a ball and going fast. Rolling around at the speed of sound, if you will. Bag 2! We're starting on the lizard. Insert rant about how, you know, all lizards are biological, so what the fuck is a bio-lizard? Ha ha ha. I know what it's actually. It's a play on Biohazard. It's a Biohazard lizard, so it's a bio-lizard. But, like, it's funny to talk about, right? I don't know. I'm not really in the Sonic community all that much, so... I don't know what memes are overplayed and not, and what aren't. Sonic seems neat, but as we learned when I tried to stream Sonic Generations, I can't handle Sonic games. It gives me motion sickness. He's just too fast. He's just too fast. Oh boy, more ball joints. I've said this on Blue Sky before, but I still think the best, like, potential Lego Nintendo theme would be Pikmin. Aside from the fact that, you know, Pikmin is a bit niche, so I feel like... Is that meant to be orange? Yes, that's orange. I was looking around for a brown one, but no, it's orange. Alright. So what are we doing here? Stud, slope. And then opposite way for the other one. Had to look up and check that, yes, it is in fact happening on camera. I haven't messed up. Oh, right. The lizard is, like, hollow inside, because you, like, knock the thing off its back and reveal a thing inside, I'm pretty sure. Not in the actual game, in terms of, like, the Lego set. You don't hollow out the lizard in-game. I think my problem with a lot of the like Lego video game sets is that a lot of them are just sort of like generic themed stuff rather than like actual identifiable locations, I guess. Like you'll get a Mario set and it's just like, oh yeah, this is grasslands, whatever. This is Toad's shop. Just generic Toad's shop with items that have never appeared before in a Mario game. You won't get like, oh, this is Toad Town from Paper Mario. This is Bob-omb Battlefield. And like same with Sonic. Like the Biolizard is obviously a very, you know, good themed set around an actual event from the game. But like Knuckles Guardian Mech, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's the Knuckles and Rouge set. It's not Angel Island. It's just, here's Knuckles, here's Rouge, here's a Sonic-themed mech. Compare that to, like, the Green Hill Zone set we got from LEGO Ideas. It's like nothing. Meanwhile, you have Zelda, which, like, only uses specific, like, areas from the video game. Despite the fact that I feel like if any theme could get away with using, like, themed areas rather than specific set pieces, Zelda is probably the one, because, like, they remix Hyrule every fucking game. But no, Zelda only has 2 sets so far, and they're very specific locations from Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. Which would be very cool, and I would be very interested in them if they weren't so fucking expensive. Where are the cheaper Zelda sets, LEGO? I'm worried that, like, LEGO Zelda is being treated like the same way that LEGO Lord of the Rings is. Where it's like, it's a very desirable theme, so instead of making a whole bunch of sets for it, they just make like one big set every year or couple years, and then are like, oh, you want more? You better buy this big set, because if it doesn't do well, you might not get another one. And it's like, cool, I want the cheaper Zelda sets. Where are they? They don't exist, apparently. Couldn't give me, like, a generic themed, like, Kakariko Village set or something? Just something to get that Link minifigure without having to spend $200. Look at me complaining again. Hold on. Did I... Yes, I did put that there. Cool. I did not forget. Okay, yep, these go on both here. I do hope my my Uma Musume quiz goes well, because I would like to try and run more quizzes like it. If I can find, you know, people who know shit about the... whatever topics I'm planning on hosting quizzes for. But like, if I host this quiz and like everyone's like, nah, this fucking sucked, mate. Nah, I don't want to see more of this. Then it's like, well, I might as well throw those other ideas in the garbage. If no one enjoyed it, then like... I guess we'll have to see what the contestants think. Is that where it's going to connect? Not yet, but it will eventually, yes. Yeah, that just popped into my mind because one of the quiz themes that I was thinking of was Pikmin. I don't have the actual questions yet, but I have an idea for how to structure the quiz, which might Might sound a little strange, but it makes sense in context, I promise. Alright, there's our leftover parts for bag 2. The body is coming together. It's time for bag 3! Okay, maybe the Biolizard would not have been a stream on its own, and it's a good thing that I did both of these. The paper bags always end up looking much larger. I don't know if it's because, like, maybe they're more fragile or something. So they have to make them bigger to pack everything in. Whereas the plastic bags, they can just shove everything in there, and thus the box ends up being smaller. Perhaps. Perhaps. Because it doesn't feel... Like, the box was significantly larger. But it doesn't feel like each of the bags has as many pieces as the Knuckles Mech one. Though I do believe this one was more expensive. Let me check how many pieces they have. Does it say on the box? Why does it not say on the box? Other things have said on the box. Bruh, okay. I guess I gotta look it up then. How close are we to an ad, actually? Okay, no, we're good. I didn't want to have it, you know, go to an ad while I'm in the middle of my rambling on a different... Oh, by the way, the Knuckles Guardian mech, you can't get it anymore. It's retired. So Knuckles Guardian mech was 276 pieces. And Super Shadow vs. Biolizard, which is still available if you want to get it, is 419 pieces. So not actually that much more. It's like 130-ish pieces more. Not that much. Interesting. Also, the fucking... It showed me the fucking Venusaur Charizard Blastoise Lego Pokemon set. Fucking 1,000 Australian dollars. Bitch, I'm not paying that. No fucking chance. No shot. Also, because of my recent purchase, I only have one set left on my wish list that's retiring this year. So I may only need to make one more LEGO purchase this year, but also I'm not sure if it's, like, maybe I'll change my mind about wanting it. Definitely a possibility. It's another LEGO Botanical set, but I'm not sure if I'm as fond of it as I am of some of the others. Anyway, let's continue building. Goes over these. Need to be a little careful with it because these are only joined with like that middle section, so it's not particularly stable. We need to make 2 of these, so let's do both at the same time. Also, I don't know if it's just the lighting or if it's the way it's printed, but like these do not look orange to me. They look more orange on camera because this like seems to redden everything. But in real life, it feels... It's usually the other way around. Usually my camera's more washed out than real life. But today it feels like the opposite. On there. And then we put another one underneath. Get on there. And axle goes in. And then each of these needs one of these arms. I need water. Come on. Technic. You will not see me buying a Lego Technic set. These go into these. I slept well for once and I'm still yawning. It never ends. Never ends. Right, and then we want these weird ones. I tried to say weird ones and weirdos at the same time and it turned into weird woes. And then the tooth pieces that I remember, like, maybe they were originally for Technic. I remember these as, like, Bionicle parts. Y'all remember Bionicle? And then they go this way. With the fang pointing outwards. Or rather, this bit pointing outwards. Then they get one of these little dudes to hold it in place. These ones. Go in here with another one of those little bits to hold them in place. Now we've gotten to the section of commentary where I'm just like, yeah, I've run out of things to say. I'm just going to describe what I'm doing. Because I feel like if I'm just like silent for so long, then it doesn't feel right. Because I'm streaming, I'm live, I'm supposed to be doing shit. Okay, we want these, and the weird woes. We're gonna have to, like, oh no. I was like, we're gonna have to make another pair of these in, like, the opposite direction, aren't we? But no, there aren't enough pieces for that. So, whatever these are for, they only need to go in one direction. On it goes. Oh yeah, because they're probably gonna look the same regardless of which way you put them. Come on. On you get. Pushed it out. Then on the other one as well. then we make another one of these contraptions. Dead out. It's like, where are the grey ones? I wasn't seeing them. They're right there. Are these like the Biolizard's ribs or something? Bruh? There's not even any like slot that it needs to go in. It's an open ass hole. But it just didn't want to go on for some reason. Then we seal it off with 2 of these. And lock it down with that. There we go, we have 2 of whatever this is. And these go in here, so we have another thing linking the 2 halves together, so it'll be a little more stable, presumably. Come on. Come on. Why are you sticking out like that? Try and push it down properly. There we go. Oh. But now the inside bits are the wrong way around. There we go. We got them in, we got the ribs. Oh, is it like you use shadow to hit these and it like, boom, pops off the top? That's my guess. And then we further lock the 2 halves together with these long ass plates. Covering up the backside, or oh yeah, probably the backside, because the ball joint I feel would probably be most useful for like the tail. And then we other side. We don't go all the way to the edge. We do 2 in. So that they meet in the middle. Oh, they go all the way to the edge on this side. What? Okay, that's... Oh. Wait, no, this is an even number. So why do we have studs only on one side? That feels odd. Especially if we're then going to cover it up. What? I'm sure this is like a secret tool that will help us later, but right now it's not making sense to me. So we'll just have to keep building, keep following those instructions, and we'll see where it goes. Oh, we probably want to have it so like There's only one stud holding the lid on, so that when this happens, it easily pops off. That makes sense. Would it really be too strong of a grip if you use 2 studs, though? I don't know how much of a difference that would make, considering this entire side is not going to have any studs connecting it. But I mean, I'm not the set designer here. I'm not the expert. What the heck? Here. Take this and that. And then, other side. Which I think are just being... I don't know, maybe we'll attach something onto that later, but I think it's just being used for, like, the design. Or maybe these are gonna go in there. That would make some amount of sense. Is that just becoming my catchphrase? Some amount of sense? And these in here. I was wondering, because like we have these big ass pieces here, and I'm like, these can't be leftover pieces. Where are these going? And then we're leaving them right until the end of the step. The bag, rather. The last step of the bag. Only one leftover piece this time. Bag 4! Yeah, this set is smaller than I thought it was, I guess. I guess maybe I just looked at the price and assumed it was more, even though the price was probably... like, partially because of the IP, partially... like, the specialized pieces, like the Speed Sphere and the minifigs. Or maybe I just don't know how much money, how much Lego money gets you these days. Maybe I should be complaining about the price. I don't know, I guess I just thought it'd be bigger. I mean, it's fine that it's not. I have limited shelf space at the moment. Like, part of me's like, oh, I might need to get, like, a bigger shelf or something. So, if I run out of room. But, like, I don't think I have space for a bigger shelf. There's only, like, one blank wall right now, and that's the one that leads to the bathroom. And if I put too big of a shelf there, it's gonna block the bathroom door. Anyway, we're making the Biolizard's tail now. Might have to start putting away some of my older sets somewhere or something so that I can display my newer ones. Move that down so it's a bit more in frame. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing that... Is this supposed to be like this? That doesn't... I mean, I guess it is just dual molded, so that the rubber part is orange, while the base part is brown. That feels weird. I've never... Normally, when they do these sorts of pieces, the rubber and the plastic are like the same color, so it just feels weird to me. With this being smaller than I thought it would be, we might finish a bit early anyway. Which would be good for me, because that means I get to use my Sunday for more than just streaming. That's always nice. Because I did have some stuff I need to do today. And some stuff I would like to do today. Or maybe I'll just sit around doing nothing because the eepiness catches up to me even when... Hey? The music just cut out all of a sudden. I'm like, oh. Because I like kicked the leg of my table at the same time as the music cut out. I'm like, oh, did I do something? Did I break something? No. No, we're fine. We're fine. We want one of these. And one of these. Next tail segment. It's a shame I can't toggle on the sleepy eyes on my my PNG. So I do need to update this with my current design. Because this one still has like it still has that style of jacket. It still has the rings in my eyes. It still has red pants because I couldn't get the skirt pieces working properly. I know the instructions say to put the brown piece on the grey and then put the orange on top, but it works the same if you do it in reverse, so like, who cares? Why am I even pointing it out that I'm doing it backwards? So Sonic... Shadow comes in the very first bag, and then Sonic doesn't show up until the last one. It is interesting to me that they call this Super Shadow versus Biolizard. As if Super Sonic isn't also there. Was this part of like the Year of Shadow or whatever? I think Sega did something like that at some point. They also had that Lego set that was just like a gigantic shadow head. There we go. Tailpiece number 2. Now the weird dual molded one. Yeah, they show. Okay, no. I was like, why does this panel show it like curved like that? No, that's just the curve of the page. On it goes. Oh, and then another one on top, okay. I guess that was just filling space, and they're like, well, we already have the jumper plates, might as well just use another one instead of also including a regular plate, tile, plate. Plate. Just trying to remember which ones are plates and which ones are tiles. There we go. And that fits onto there. Okay, maybe it is larger than I thought. Just not using as many bricks as I thought. It still takes up a decent chunk of space. Now we make the legs! What are these ridges here in these? Alright, we're gonna make 2 of these. So, let's do both at the same time. For convenience. Adds in like 7 minutes. When I have to run that, I'll use the time to fill up my water bottle. I didn't do that before stream, and it's almost empty now. But I probably won't have to rush to end stream before another ad this time, because like we're already almost done. Like, this is all that's left of bag 4, and then we have 1 bag left, so we will probably be ending before my usual, like, stream end time, but, like, what can you do? The build's done. There's not much for me to... Is that crooked? I feel like the top bit... Maybe I'm imagining things. It felt like it was a little crooked. But perhaps not. Maybe I was just imagining things. Alright, the hind legs that for some reason don't have feet. They're just nubs. I'm pretty sure that's accurate to the real Biolizard. That's not an issue with the Lego version. Alright, and then, I guess because they're mirror images of each other, they make us build them one at a time. You know, the ad break might be a good point for me to toy around with the stream audio settings for me to, like, test how that works. And if it works properly. Because, like... It's mainly, like, the streams I want to do where I want to, like, edit them down into a video. And, like, that sort of thing. I feel like it'd be useful to be able to still have background music on the stream so it doesn't, like, you don't just have to listen to the sound of my voice, but then in editing, you know, I have just the... I have the isolated audio and it won't sound weird when I, like, cut around to, like, remove bits. So I'll have to see if that's possible for the quiz stream. Because, like, if I just use the desktop audio source, then like, it's all going to be coming through one thing. And if I disable that, then I'm not going to get the audio of any of the contestants. Goes like that. It's like, how do we get from here to here? That on about right? I think so. Like, if there's a way for me to... Oh, I can probably just... Oh, wait. Would desktop audio also have the, like, BGM that I'm... Like, if I'm monitoring an audio source so I can actually hear it on my end. Stuff to think about. Maybe I just don't have it as one that I'm monitoring, and I just hope that the audio levels are fine. There we go. Leg. So I guess the final bag is probably going to be Sonic and the head. And the back thing. Yippee, we have foots. Single foot, actually. Only the one. The second will come now. Ads in like 2 minutes. I'm not gonna play them. Well, if I can finish this bag in 2 minutes, then I'll autoplay. Well, then I'll not autoplay, rather. The opposite of what I said. I'll play it manually to just get it out of the way with. But otherwise, I'll just pause when it starts. Why do we have an extra... Oh, this is probably going to be for the neck, I guess. It's like, why do we have an extra leg? Foot time! I put those the wrong way around. Oh, both of today... I just realized both of today's sets are too small to get us a new brick separator. Thankfully, I have plenty and can use my own. Come on, get off. So this goes first. Alright. Ads coming. I'm going to take a break. But first, while that's playing, I'm going to quickly fiddle with some settings on here. Oh, let me mute audio. I'm just going to... If I set that, and I'll have to have a look at the VOD later, the stream should still have the audio, which I will check real quick. Yeah, it's still showing up on stream, but it won't be in the VOD. In theory. Now I'll react. That is starting soon. It says, I'm okay with right will be actually. As soon as it fucking starts, there it is. Hello, welcome back from the ads. I say as if there's like anyone here. There is not. Let me get rid of that. Unmute desktop audio and get us our Sonic music back as we finish up the Biolizard by making his other foot. Okay, like that. Yes. And then the other one. Goes the other way. That goes in here. Yippee. I think I put this at the wrong angle. It's supposed to be like that. And in it goes. There we go. Big old lizard. And then last thing for this bag is the neck. I might need to start actually building through the camera, because like in real life it's starting to get a bit dark, but on the camera it still looks fine, so... Might be looking at the camera instead of my hands for a bit. And the big old chunky one. In it goes. That goes in here. We have our neck. Now, here's our leftover parts from bag 4. Why do we have 2 of these round tiles? Because I forgot to put one on here. There. Because I saw there's one here and like, oh, did I forget that? Yes, I did. So these are our leftover pieces. Not that many today. Mostly build them with bigger bricks. Bag 5. Well, we start by assembling Super Sonic. Soup or Sonic? That flew farther than I was aiming for it to fly. Went all the way into the kitchen. That one did not. Ooh, we got more transparent studs. Let's go. Anyway, dual molded legs. Printing on the legs all the way round. Back printing. Are you jealous yet, Star Wars and Marvel fans? Alright, Sonic just goes off to the side, I guess. He can, No, he's at an angle where you're not going to be able to... Oh, maybe if I put his legs down like that, he'll look at the camera. Not quite. That's the closest we're going to get, though. Alright. Let's make this head. Instead of let's get this bread, let's make this head. On it goes. Oh, this is similar to how the tail starts out, I think. Only there's a random pink piece in there for no reason. That we're immediately going to cover up. Is that not? Oh, we're supposed to put 2 of them there so it actually links up. Not sure why they made them pink and not like some other color that's already being used in the set, but sure. Go for it. You do you, King. Like, we already have orange ones being used in this bag. Why did they put 2 pink ones? Does the Lego Sonic team also have the same deal going that the Lego Star Wars team had? Where they get cakes if they manage to hide pink bricks inside the set? And then, not that one, other direction. This one. No. What? Oh, no. It is this one. I was just putting it in the wrong space. It goes here. Then... There it is. That goes in there. Ah, this is where the other end of the tubing is going to go, presumably. On it goes. And then we do the other side. The exact same, but flipped. Heck. And then this one. There we go. We got them on both sides of the head now. Check out that printed piece. You're not going to be able to repurpose it for much, but it looks cool. So... I think that's fine. Come on, get out there. Then this goes on top of the grey one. No. The unprinted one goes on top of the orange. The printed one, which I put somewhere else, goes on the grey one. Presumably that's like his lips or something. That goes on there. Oh, and there's probably going to be like a lower jaws. Oh, is that why we used the pink pieces? So there's like, that's the inside of his mouth. I guess that makes sense. that. Then we need these two. Then we have our tongue. And 2 claws to be used as fangs. Which are attached... I guess, yeah, they would be attached to the jaw, wouldn't they? They'd move when he opens his mouth, so that makes sense. Rah. And this attaches on there. Rah. Alright, now we want the capsule thing on its back. That's only going to be attached by one stud, so it pops off easily when you slam into the side of him. Random blue brick. I guess because Sonic. Okay, I was like, huh? Where are the last two? There's not supposed to be last two. You dingus. Oh, more stud shooters. Only these ones are dark grey? Metallic grey? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be the same color as that. Because they... On here, they look like they're the same color as the dark grey, but that does not look like the same color. So I'm going to assume that this is like a different color. And we're gonna have another leftover stud shooter trigger. I don't know, I guess I didn't realize that the Biolizard has guns on its back. This one. You can't see me, but I am grooving to the music. There we go. Now we have guns on both sides. Now we use the colors that will actually be seen. Thought I heard something fall, but I guess not. Also, it wouldn't sound like that on this floor because I have carpet now, so not sure what I heard. Ta-da! Ah, because like, where's the last one of that? It was wedged under the arm of my microphone. Yeah, we have a weird little capsule thing. And that goes on there. And we slot the Chaos Emerald in there, which is interesting because I don't... Like, in order to go Supersonic, Super Shadow, they need all 7 Chaos Emeralds. So why does the Biolizard have one of them inside of it? Was that a thing? Did it have the final Chaos Emerald in the game? I don't know. I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2. Have not played very many Sonic games. And that slots in here. And presumably. Boom. I had to press harder than I thought I would have there in order to make that pop off. Alright, now we link up its tubes. In the head and in... they go through these. And into those. And then twist them a bit so that they get untwisted. So it's more like that instead of sitting like flopping down. Alright, and then we load the stud shooters. We have some extras, obviously, because that's how they work, but in they go. I'm not going to fire these ones. You already saw how they work. They don't show up well on my camera. They just disappear. And that's just showing how to play. Here's our leftover pieces, including the spare ammunition from bag 5. We get an extra Chaos Emerald. Love it when that happens. When we get the extra... Okay, so... Oh. We had a spare of these at some point, and I never noticed. So in theory, the way this is supposed to work is Biolizard here. Am I going to break something? Perhaps. In theory, Shadow should ram into this and it should pop the top off. There we go. Sorry if that was very loud on the mic. But you have to hit it with some degree of force for it to pop off. That's a pretty neat play feature, though. Cool way of doing that. Anyway, that's that set complete, which means... Oh yeah, see, there's the blue speed sphere for Sonic. The orange speed sphere for Tails. I'm pretty sure there's more than that. And there's another gold one for... Do they have slightly different colored yellows? I don't think so. It might just be the lighting. And then this one doesn't even come with a speed sphere. And there's the weird-ass hippo. Cool. Beans. Where did I put the manual for the other one? Oh, I put it on the ground. Okay, cool. That's gonna be... Oh, I should put the spare pieces away. Biolizard, move out of the way for a sec. Hold on. Let me just stop the Sonic music now. And put my chat music back on. That I can't hear because it's too quiet in my headphones. There's all of the spare pieces from the Biolizard set. We have 2 spare stud shooter triggers now. And like, I don't know if they connect with anything besides stud shoot. This is... Alright, let's display our creations from today. there's those ones. And then we also have these. Yippee. I'm happy with these. They're fun. Like the Knuckles mech is a bit silly, but it's neat. It's neat. And now I don't need to buy a Knuckles minifig. Not that I think I was particularly keen on doing that, but yeah. There's like no one here, so I don't know if I'm... We'll see who's online, if there's anyone I particularly feel like raiding with an audience of like no one. No, there's like no one online. I might... Do people just not stream on Saturdays? I say Saturdays because for a lot of folks, like, it is Saturday right now and not Sunday. It's Sunday for me because time zones. But yeah, there's like barely anyone online, so I think we're just going to end without raiding. But I had a good time. I hope anyone watching this also had a good time. I'm gonna have to check the VOD to see if my little experiment worked, and if so, then I can use that for future streams. Next stream will presumably be next week. Don't know what it's going to be. Maybe it'll. There's a good chance it'll be Digimon again. Could be Ace Attorney if I sleep well enough. Could be Uma Musume for all I know. Hopefully sometime early next month we'll be doing the Uma Musume quiz stream, and if that goes well, hopefully you'll see more of those kinds of things in the future. And I still need to I need to make some PowerPoint presentations for my rambling streams, and then like once those happen and the Uma quiz stream happens, I'll have to have a go at like editing those down and see if that's a thing I want to do in future. And if so, then we'll go forward with me like setting up like a VOD channel or whatever, so that my main channel can have all the edited stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. How does my outro go again? Sorry, I'm a bit out of it. Sonic, you can do it this time. Thanks for watching. Otsukame. Bye bye. Wrong hand. End scene.